mind, and there's arrows just right. All that gentle, that good of. I see my reflection in your eyes. Your age has just begun. Sword is on the fire of the furnace. Lullaby of obliteration. I can wake up with a smile and bliss in my heart, and bliss in my heart, and bliss in my heart, my heart. Coexistence, conflict, combat, devastation, regeneration, transformation. That is the best I can do for you. I see a great loop on the horizon. Promises of powerful sun to rise. So loyal moves will make it all fires of purification, purification. And dying under, 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 and dying under.
Have you ever wanted to play a medieval game that simulates true swordplay, but without game-breaking bugs or janky control schemes? Well, now you got it, the perfect batch of medieval cancer. Mordhau is the process of using the sword inverted, with both hands gripping the blade and hitting the opponent with the pommel or crossguard. That being said, the name perfectly fits this game. Let's talk about the character customization, as it's very prevalent. It contains cosmetics and tons of functional actual armor pieces. The game also contains tons of cool weapon choices. It varies through a knife, loot, all the way through spear-like weapons. It even has projectile-like weapons, like bows and crossbows. The customization doesn't even stop there. You can morph your character's face to how you want it, or you can make your character burly, skinny, or fat. The possibilities are honestly endless, and I haven't played a game with this good of character customization in a while. Mordhau has 3 main game modes: Frontline, which is basically objective-based, Battle Royale, and Horde mode. Horde mode is basically where there's hordes of enemies each round, or each wave, and there's like bosses each time, and it's quite fun. It goes up to, I think, like round 20 I think? Yeah. Although, there's a secret server browser if you look up on the right, which most people use instead, because it's a lot cleaner and easier to use. Not easier to use, but like it's, in fact, it's not even easy, honestly. It's like they need to work on it a lot, but it's a lot easier to find servers instead of having to wait for the game to find you one. Your fighting style can vary depending on what weapons you choose, including what armor pieces you wear. When using a melee weapon such as a sword, you can attack directionally, meaning you can attack from the top, right, bottom, and left sides of your character. When timed perfectly, you can perform a chamber, which is when you and your opponent slashes or pokes your weapons against each other, at the same time clashing each other. If timed even more perfectly, when you hear the clank sound from you hitting their weapon, you must immediately perform an attack to hit them faster than they can react. One of the last important parts of melee combat is feinting, which is when you go for an attack but fake it, to trick your opponent, and then hopefully gaining the advantage over them. Now that I have told you about the basic anatomy of this game, I'm going to talk about what I love and hate. So first off, on what I love is the combat. I mean, I don't think I've ever played a medieval game with this good of combat. It feels heavy and clunky whenever you hit someone, and like if you hit them in the face hard enough, their head's just gonna pop off. It's weirdly satisfying, to be honest. I've even caught myself jumping out of my seat because how intense the fight was. So all in all, the combat is amazing. Another thing I love is the community. I mean, sure there's some bad eggs, but mostly, everyone there is great. I also love the fast-paced nature of this game. It's like, as soon as you die, you can just get right back into the battle and just, either avenge yourself or just die again. I'm not gonna lie, I get pissed off at games, but this game in particular, I don't know, it's weird. Whenever I get pissed off at it, it doesn't make me want to stop. It makes me want to go forward and learn what I did wrong and how to get better. I love that about this game. I don't know if that does that to any of y'all, but it's pretty great. The last thing on my love list is the gratification I get by playing this game. It's like whenever there's a hard player or like someone that's tough to beat or you win the game, it's a good feeling, you know? I don't really get that much from games nowadays. Now, let's talk about the bad. The things I hate. As you heard earlier, I was stuttering about the server browsing. Or browser, sorry. Because it's great, but it's like there's no favorites, or you can't favor anything, and most of the time the recent tab doesn't even work. Even at that, it takes forever to load, so that's something they definitely need to fix. There are demo replay console commands in this game. It's not the greatest, and it's kind of tedious to use. I feel like they should maybe, I don't know, like just make a menu for it, you know, make everything just easier, instead of using the console commands. The maps in this game, they're honestly astonishing. I love them, but I feel like they need more. I know it's a new game, it just came out, but I'm just saying, there should be more maps. Honestly, that's all I have to really say about this game. I adore it, and I hope in the future it doesn't die and it prospers. From what I've seen, they've done the impossible. They've created a medieval game that's responsive and, like I said, generally great.